so excited to chat with you today about transitioning from the educational world of alumni management into the corporate alumni management world. Introduce yourself. I'd love to hear sort of what your role is, what you're doing now, and a bit of history about what you were doing prior.
Yeah, so Sveta Mardar, I lead on marketing and communications for the UK alumni program at UI. In my previous jobs, I've done alumni relations with an international focus. So I was at the London School of Economics and Political Science for over 3 years, focusing on international engagement in Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Africa. Have done some other alumni relations role at different universities, and I actually started in higher education doing international programs at a college in Chicago.
Wow, so you have a ton of experience in the educational world.
I do.
And then, so something must have shifted or something kind of happened where you thought, maybe I should make this leap or this jump into the corporate world. So tell us about that.
So it was on my radar, not anyone to ask really. So I did a bit of research online, some LinkedIn, reach out to some people, and just really trying to get, a conversation just to learn what is it that you do. In higher education, we talk a lot to each other. It's shared a lot because of sort of the sector, and we're all connected to, are members of a professional organization. You know quite a lot. There's a lot of insights. And with the corporate program, zero. It's just very little that you know.
Making the transition from the educational world to the corporate world comes with various challenges, which we've discussed so far. But one of them I can imagine is the communication strategy might look a little bit different in the educational world. So tell us a little bit about that.
It is different. I think one of our sort of key areas to look at is with the many changes and people, moving, millennials moving a lot more, staying fewer years. Absolutely. And having a different way to engage. For us, that's an area we're looking at. How can we engage with them? What is their preferred way to stay in touch and reconnect? But that's an ongoing, I guess, kind of discussion.
It's ever changing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So changing demographics, but just changing the focus. What do people want to hear from us about? How, when? All those sorts of things, and probably still very much like an online, we need to use our online tools, but how can we use them better?
What have your lessons learned been? What has been your sort of, number one lesson learned since making the transition?
I would say my lesson number 1, 2, and 3 is to network. In a big place, big global company, firm this size, and where so many things are happening, you are not going to know about them, just by sitting at your desk or, reading the news, even the internal news, and looking for those. It's not enough, so really go out there. Go to events if you can, go to seminars, workshops, there's all kinds of sort of lunchtime talks and things you can do, or just go and talk to people that might be doing something interesting. So I'm always on the lookout for a story or a connection or something that I can get some really good content from and look at, there's an interesting sort of like personal story, this is something that, really shows the firm in a really good light. So yes, network, and stay curious, even though you think you know something. There's always something else and someone else.
They might know, and if you don't ask, you don't receive.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what do you think of ICANN Squared?
Yes, I think it's a great initiative and a really useful resources for everyone really who is already in the field or maybe is new to the field or actually coming from outside and looking to transition. And my experience, has been very much self-driven. Go and find as much as you can. Your Google is your friend, LinkedIn is your friend, and you hope for the best, But having a place that all of us can go to, whether it's for inspiration, contact, or just a central resource that we can count on, bounce maybe some ideas off, or just talk to someone who might be having similar challenges. I think it would be really useful. So great initiative.
Oh, that's great. Well, we're thrilled to have you be a part of it and very excited about the initiative. Thank you so much, Sveta. This has been incredibly insightful, and we're very, very thrilled to have you be a part of ICANN and to sit down with you today. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. It was a pleasure.